Drees Homes in Boerne, Texas has done it again. 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, a 3-car garage, and over 4,600 square feet in one of Boerne's most sought after hill country communities. We are at Esperanza. Today we're going to tour the Trinity model. This is an amazing floor plan. It is 2 stories and tons of incredible features. As we step to the front door, you're immediately welcomed by this grand foyer. Super tall ceilings. I love how they just draw your attention all the way up. Very nice light fixture there too. For me, I'm a big fan of having an entry area, foyer area, versus you're walking in the front door and then there is your living room, right? So I love that. So as we come in, we're noticing the very open, very tons of natural light coming in from those sliding doors as well too. And this kitchen, as we pan through the kitchen here into the living area, so beautiful. I really love the brown tones that are setting this layout here. I'm Monica Nino, by the way, realtor here in San Antonio, Texas, as well as the Hill Country area. And as we continue on moving into this kitchen area, one of the things that stands out is the cabinetry. Drees always does a phenomenal job with the cabinets. You are never short for cabinet space with Drees Homes. So this is kind of, for me, I guess, kind of like a soft wheat tone type of wood. Really gives a warmth to the kitchen area. At the center of the kitchen is this oversized island, featuring a beautiful multi-vein stone. It's almost like a triple color pattern. It really just makes a true statement. I love how it just counters against that white counter that's throughout the back area of the kitchen as well as on the sides. Very, very nice. I love that. So along the back wall, you'll notice that it's got the glass inserted cabinets. It's got a 6-burner KitchenAid range. So if you love to cook, this is fabulous. I really love this kitchen setup. Tons and tons of space, countertop. For those of you serious cooks, we even got that pot filler for convenience. A stainless steel vent hood. Again, this is all KitchenAid built-in appliances. We're kind of scanning through that dining room. We'll come back over just a little bit. So looking over into the lighting as well, we do have some pendant lighting above the island. It adds a touch of elegance, right? So normally I see a lot of 3 pendant lights. This one only has 2, but they're very bold, very, very large pendants. So I think it makes a good little statement there in the kitchen area. And then just off the kitchen, we do have a spacious walk-in pantry. For those of you that pantry is a big deal like me, I would love to have a walk-in pantry versus just a kind of closet type. So great space in that pantry. I really do like that. By the way, so where we're at with Esperanza in Boerne, Texas, we are very close to Highway 46 and I-10. Boerne is known for their historical downtown area. This is a very hill country type feel, but at the same time, you're not too far from the actual city life. So if you drive another 10 to 15 minutes, we're right in the outskirts of San Antonio, Texas. La Cantera. A lot of people love shopping out there at the Rim. La Cantera. We have Fiesta, Texas as well nearby. So plenty of activities. If you want the quiet life, you stay in town. If you kind of want to get some activities done with some family or some out-of-town guests, plenty of things to do here. So beautiful fireplace. It is tiled from the bottom up. And real quick, I just want to point out that front area, tons of natural light, even coming from the front door and that huge window that's above the double door. Very, very nice. Fireplace, again, is tiled all the way up. So very nice focal point here. We're going to go ahead and make our way into the master bedroom. Nice linen closet, plenty of storage shelving there. So, of course, one of my favorite things to do is always taking a look at the primary suite. So as we take a look into the primary here, you'll notice the tray ceiling detail. The bay windows are always going to be a very nice upgrade to the home. Adds tons of natural light coming in, and of course that depth to the room. So the bathroom, let me tell you, if you're one that feels like sometimes after work you need some type of a spa retreat, you definitely have it here in your very own private bath here too. So We got that freestanding soaking tub. It's positioned perfectly in the middle of both of those windows. We have a walk-in closet here, but wait till you see the second closet. So this one's very nice. I mean, not bad. This is definitely workable. We have the shower, very extended out here. You'll notice it's going to be tiled from the bottom, left, right, and all around, really. So it's 4 different colored tiles. Let me know what you think about that. I probably would have stuck to maybe 2, but not bad. It's nice. I like the door as well too. So I really love how they have the vanities separated, of course, with the tub in the middle. Very nice. Those windows, I love how they are done right, placed right by the freestanding tub. For me, having the vanity separated kind of gives everybody their space. So you're not having to walk behind somebody and bumping somebody while they're brushing their teeth. So for me, I'm a fan of the separated vanities. Let me know what you think. What are your thoughts on that? Now, this is a massive closet I was telling you about. It is huge. Literally, I don't even know. I mean, you can just, I feel like I'm walking for days in this closet. So anyway, very nice. So 2 closets in here. Which one would be yours? Let me know in the comments. So we're going to go ahead and come back out into the primary. Again, tray ceilings. We have the bay windows. Very, very nice colors. I like the way they set that up as well too. As we make our way into the dining room, I just want to let everybody know that we are in the Boerne ISD, which is a very popular district that people look into. And again, Boerne's known for its hill country views. Esperanza is very nice with the amenities as well. So the dining room here, I like how it's a little bit separated from the kitchen and living area, but again, it's still open. So it's got its own little designated space. Cabinets against that back wall. Of course, that would be an upgrade. This is a model, so they add all the bells and whistles. So here we are. This is something I definitely wanted to talk to you about. This, I would call it a flex space. And here they kind of have it set up like a sitting lounging area. I had one client tell me, hey, this would be a perfect spot for my cigar buddies to come out and meet. They added these cabinets back here. There is not a mini sink. I think a mini sink would have been perfect out here, but anyhow, it might be an option for you. So cabinets, 42-inch plus the above cabinets. In this door, we have a little storage area. So this is nice, I think, for entertaining. You can have your guests coming out here. You can set up some food, some finger foods in that back area as well too. Setting up a TV. Now, this is something that I was kind of wanting to really get your opinion on. So these are the stairs that are going to lead to your guest bedrooms. I love the home. I've shown this home, but for me, I'm kind of unsure how I like the stairs being set up in that flex room. So if you're really entertaining and you have the kids coming up and down the stairs, I don't know if this layout would work best. I'm just thinking about when my kids were little, running up and down the stairs. So let me know what you think about that. So here we are. We do have one of the guest rooms here. And it does have a full bath as well too. The bathroom is spacious, so I'm a big fan of that. I don't like when the bathrooms in the rooms are kind of snug in there, but you have plenty of walking space here. It does have the bathtub as well with the combo in the shower. Very nice tile. I love the color of the tile here. It kind of sets a two-tone horizontal type design. Great closet space here. The other bedroom as well is going to have its own full bath as well. And also plenty of space as well. So all the bedrooms upstairs will have their own full bathroom. So if you have guests over, this is perfect. If you have family members that you entertain or friends, everyone will actually have their own private space with their restroom. You don't have to worry about people having to share or, people rushing others to get out of the bathroom. So this is another full bath, different little setup here. I like the closet here as well too. It does have some built-in shelves. I did like the tile in this one too. I like the way they have that flooring design. One of the things to notice as well too is that even though we are in the bathroom, the windows in the bedroom have so much light coming in. It even brings tons of light into the actual bathroom. So we're gonna head down the hall right now. We're gonna take a quick glimpse at the stairs. So that's gonna be the cool part to show in just a little bit. But finally, let's take a look at this other bedroom right over here. So this one has actually 3 windows. So we have that mini window, vertical, and then the 2 larger windows. So this one, I like this because it has that extra window versus just the 2 windows. Also, I didn't want to forget to mention that Esperanza is one of the very desired communities out here in Boerne. They have tons of amenities to include a huge clubhouse. They have beach volleyball. They have an enormous dog park, which is one of their highlights that they shared with me, that a lot of people come over specifically for the dog park. So that's really cool. And they have this, it's called Roca Loca lawn. And so what they do in here is they just have a bunch of picnic tables, and then they have a bandstand actually for a bunch of live performances. They have a spot for food trucks to come in. So really a lot of family events that go on here. They actually have a lifestyle coordinator, so she schedules a bunch of events, especially for the holidays. A lot of fun for your family and kiddos. So the 2 bedrooms, again, reminder, they're on that side of the hallway. And then we have the other bedroom out over here. Now, this is the part that I was excited to show y'all about. Again, there's a few steps coming in, and then we walk into this amazing, this huge loft area. Again, this can be called a media room, a game room, a loft area. They have it set up and with, you know, the couches and a table back over here. So great place for entertaining. But if you're into games, I have had people tell me, you know what, I would definitely set some ping pong games back over here, full, you know, really nice pool table as well. And then I've had other clients say, oh, this would be perfect for my crafts. So if you have a business that you work out of the home, this is your own very private space right here to decide what you want to do with it. I like how it's a little bit elevated as well too. It had about 4 steps. Some accent little pieces there, very nice. I was wondering how difficult that would be to get every single one leveled as it should be. So going back to the community, one of the things that I also wanted to mention, if you love to hike and love to be outdoors, Esperanza does in fact have over 450 acres of just space. So my understanding is there's 20 plus miles of trails, a bunch of parks for the kids. There's always going to be kids riding their bikes around here, people walking their dogs. Of course, I mentioned the dog park. That's a very popular question that gets asked a bunch of times, is how big is a park? And believe it or not, the dog park is actually over 4 acres. So making our way into the covered patio. So this one's truly designed for outdoor living. It does have a built-in sink. Of course, that is an upgrade. So perfect for entertaining, whether you're prepping food, rinsing off after grilling, or just, you know, just really kind of keeping things flowing back there for your guests. So in Texas, it is hot, so this covered patio is perfect. I will say, if you are thinking to relocate to Texas, I will say that buyers out here definitely see a covered patio as a game changer. You can definitely still enjoy the outdoors. In many parts of the country, I will say that patios probably go unused, whether it's too cold, always raining. But I will say for us, for Texas, outdoor spaces truly just really become part of our everyday living. So love those windows as well, though. I did want to point that out too. Very nice windows. It's almost like a seamless, whether you're on the inside or the outside. Everybody, if you're entertaining, can kind of see each other, right? While you're having your gathering, so nobody feels left out. Again, loving this island, super natural flow going through. A couple of last things I did want to point out. We do have a little mud room here, and then across the mud room is going to be the laundry room. So this Trinity model does have a 3-car garage. This is the model, but I just want to kind of open the door just a bit. There's a bunch of things in there, so I didn't really want to walk that area, but 3-car garage. The Trinity model we have here. This is a laundry room. I love the space and cabinets. For me, why not, right? I mean, you can even utilize this for some of your kitchen items too. If the pantry gets too full, you definitely store some things here that you may not need on the day-to-day, but can replenish week after week. And then the last 2 areas that I did want to touch on is going to be the office area. because there was a uh, person having a meeting. I unfortunately I kind of skipped over showing the full office area, but you can get an idea here. It does have a tray ceiling. So when you come in, it's going to be on your left hand side. So I like how it's right in the beginning of the home. A lot of people don't like the office being upstairs. So having that office area downstairs really is great for people that work from home. Now this is the last bedroom. It's toward the front of the home. So we did have 3 bedrooms upstairs. We had the primary we saw, and then this is another full bath bedroom as well. So this is in the first level, right? And so this is perfect for if you have multi-generational type of a setup. So for me, example, my mom being 68, she does live independently. However, I do think that I am actually, my husband and I have been in talks of what we are planning to do with my parents, and so this is perfect. So it's right in the front, it's on the first level. This countertop actually matches the kitchen, so I like that dark color veins coming in. So I think my mom would love this. It doesn't feel crowded. She has her own private bath, and again, away from the primary master, and then again away from the upstairs. So this is perfect even if you have a guest staying over. They're not with the kids upstairs. They actually have their own little area, and then of course accessible to the living and then the kitchen area. And then the last is actually the guest bathroom here too. So this is a half bath, but I just kind of wanted to point that out as well too, so that you realize that people don't have to go to the bedrooms, baths. You actually have a guest bathroom as well in the home. And so thank you for touring with me. Again, we are in Esperanza in Boerne, Texas. See y'all soon with some more Texas home tours.